welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. All right, here we go. John Wall goes to work off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
Redick to Embiid. Inside, he scores.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
To Beal. Gets it in the left corner. Wall. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Nothing going here on that drive. Covington to Redick. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Wall. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Embiid. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
No good. Another follow. Stays out. Redick. To Simmons. Has a look. Simmons with a shot. That won't go. Washington basketball. Wall to Beal. Taken by the Sixers. Embiid to Covington. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game,
cash in. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session, watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Not that time.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Wizards with the basketball.
Number 21, Joel Embiid. 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Probing the defense. Down to 5 on the 24. Austin Rivers. Embiid says not this time. Shot clock violation.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
The 76ers, number 20, Markelle Fultz.
Fultz lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Layup goes down. Well done.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Howard to Beal. Easy pass to the rim.
Bradley Beal, a first-time All-Star last year, averaging just under 23 points per game. Glad to know everybody eats.
Sixers control it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Tough make through traffic.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
And it's no good as time's run out here in the first quarter. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Blocked by Embiid.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Sixers have the basketball. Fultz. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. Oubre goes to the right side. To Wall. Can't connect. Embiid gets it in the right corner. Redick. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
They've got it back. Markelle Fultz. For three.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
First free throw is good. Knocks down the second free throw.
Subbing in for the Celtics. Number 9, Dario Saric.
makes all 3 free throws. It's Washington with the basketball. Cleans the offensive glass on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Deep left corner. False. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Wall with it up top. Right now, down 7. To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Shot stopped by Embiid.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Wall. Fultz into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Another chance. Goes to the left side. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Embiid. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Philadelphia 76ers. Number 17, J.J. Redick.
Wizards have it. Wall. Screen coming. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Fultz with the basketball. Lead is 2. Going to launch beyond the arc. Into the front court comes Wall. Down just a couple. Great feed. Flushes it home.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Philadelphia with the basketball. Fultz to Redick. From long range, defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Wall. Deep right corner. Porter add 2 points to the board.
The assist from number 5, Marquise Morris.
That's me.
Simmons. Over to the right side. Redick. He engulfed him that time. Into the front court. It's Wall. Down by 1. Great feed. Sets it up. And finishes strong.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Number 20, Markelle Fultz. 1 minute remaining.
Wizards at the controls. Wall to Beal. Wide open look won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Rebound taken by Wall. Wall across the timeline. It's a one-point game as we approach halftime. Curling inside. Short jumper off the mark.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Wall into the front court. They trail by one. Cleaning the offensive glass. Not going to have it this time.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Inside, he scores. Now a three at the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Wizards are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Rebounds.
While there isn't a stat for effort, you can certainly use offensive rebounds as part of the formula. These squads have been attacking the offensive glass and keeping possessions alive.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz to Redick. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Hey, good shot. I got ball.
Fultz. Wizards have the rebound. Wall with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Fultz into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Fires the three. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand.
Let's go,
in the jar.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go,
you have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the
Three-pointer and
thinking
one.
about where your hands are at all times.
at the line. Washington basketball. Wall. To Porter. Beyond the arc for three. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fultz with the basketball. Down a point. To Embiid. A lot of contact. No whistle.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
2 points.
Wizards with the basketball. Wall. It's Embiid with the rebound. Fultz into the front court. Leads just a point. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted. In watching John Wall, for him to be successful, you get the sense that he needs the ball in his hands most times.
He does, Ed. And there's a new age in the NBA. It's called team basketball. You equate a guard's success to how his team does. And when they're all sharing the sugar, it makes the team that much better and more efficient. For a guard who's trying to break into the elite of the elite, he will not do so until he relinquishes some of that control and he gets other players involved.
Scores from the post.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's the second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
It's Washington with the basketball. And count the basket.
John Wall, the new modern-day athlete. He battled the knee injury last season and missed 41 contests after undergoing arthroscopic surgery on that knee, and still one of the fastest guys we have in the league today.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
Runner's good there.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Has a chance. Rebound cleared by Philly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good. Off the mark. Into the front court comes Wall. The margin standing now at 7. Redick. Redick with a shot, no good. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The 76ers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Wizards have it. Wall to Beal.
Get over.
To Wall. Fires the three, and John Wall good on the quick release there. If you blink, you may miss the fastest man in the NBA.
Man, John Wall is like a blur. When I see him, it reminds me of players I used to guard in the past. Stephon Marbury, Allen Iverson. He is that fast with or without the basketball.
Into the front court, it's Wall. They trail by 7. Wall. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Up 5. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
The shot, almost. The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Wall. Goes reverse to lay it in. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Beal gets a look. Can't hit. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Wall. And the rebound taken down by Johnson. To Simmons. The shot rejected. Dwight Howard.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Beal to Porter. For three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Jumper's good.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Turns and slams it down.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Inside, he scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Blocked by Embiid.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Embiid to Simmons. 4-3. Off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
So you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Porter.
Into the game for the Washington Wizards, number 31.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
Wizards at the controls. The drive, right to the back. The crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
To Porter. From long range, and Otto Porter, no one in his zip code, knocks down the three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Wraps him up, that's intentional, and the ref calls it.
Smart play, you have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Fultz to McConnell. Here's a chance from long range. Like the confidence. Tough shot there for McConnell. Off the assist.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Washington basketball. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Nope, first one does not go. On a pair. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Throws it down. Straight on three. At the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They continue their unbeaten run. Red hot to start the season. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers took this down to the wire before getting the win. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. The Wizards lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.